Hi, I'm Ben Coe from Green Valley High School. Support for today's Varsity Quiz is provided by Silver State Schools Credit Union.
Coming up next on Varsity Quiz, it's Green Valley taking on Palo Verde. This is Varsity Quiz. Hello and welcome to the 50th season of Varsity Quiz. The best and brightest high school students are matching wits in this unique academic competition. As Vegas PBS is celebrating a half-century of serving Southern Nevada, so too is Varsity Quiz celebrating its golden anniversary. So you know there's phenomenal growth here in Southern Nevada and Clark County, so we want to make sure you know there are now 2 separate Varsity Quiz leagues in each season's competition. We had the Blue League champions, Valley. They were crowned last month. So we're continuing now on the road to the Silver League Championship with the last of our quarterfinals. Last week, the Meadows beat Liberty. Tonight, Green Valley takes on Palo Verde. First, Green Valley had a record of 4-1, finishing second in the East Division. Let's meet their starters. There's Adi. Hi, Adi. Hi, Dave. Nicholas. Howdy. Ben's here. And Matthew. Here's the rest of the team from Green Valley. And the coach for Green Valley, Kaveh Akbari. Now, Palo Verde, they ended the season in 3rd place in the West Division, a record of 5-2. Starting for Palo, there's Clark. Hey, Clark. And Charlotte. And Pev. And Rin. And here are the other players for Palo Verde. Coaches for Palo Verde, Cheryl Waldman and Frank Franco. There are 25 questions in this first round. Each correct answer worth 5 points. A reminder to the teams, please speak loudly and clearly. You don't have to lean into the mics, but you have to speak loud enough for the judges to hear you. Please wait until you are recognized before answering. Ready? Let's play Varsity Quiz. What adjective indicates subatomic particles like leptons and quarks? Palo Verde, Clark?
Quantum.
Incorrect. That do not consist of smaller particles. Green Valley, Matthew?
Fundamental.
Incorrect. We're looking for elementary, so no correct answer. We move on. What was Anne's last name, given that she was a writer born in 1820, was the youngest of 6 children, including her brother Branwell, 2 sisters who died early in life, and her 2 other sisters, Emily and Charlotte? Palo Verde, Rin?
Bronte?
Yes. Next question. U.S. presidents from Ulysses Grant to Chester A. Arthur had beards. Which president following Arthur broke with the custom, although he did sport Green Valley? Ben?
Grover Cleveland?
Yes. Next question's a calculation question. If the length of a rectangle is 2 times its width, what is its width if the perimeter is 36 feet? Repeating, length of a rectangle, 2 times its width. What is its width? And we'll go with Green Valley. Matthew?
6 feet.
Yes. Next question. Many pundits speculated on the 2018 FBI raid on the law office of Michael Cohen, possibly jeopardizing what privilege relating to confidential communications? Palo Verde, Pev?
Attorney-client privilege?
Yes. Next question. In chemical kinetics, if the graph of the natural logarithm of the concentration of the reactant versus time is a straight line, what's the order of the reaction? Green Valley, Nicholas?
0.
No. Palo Verde, Rin?
First order?
Yes. Next question. Identify the Barbary sea raider, also called Khair ed-Din. He was the younger of 2 brothers who ravaged the Western Mediterranean in the 1500s and whose name means red-bearded. Palo Verde, Charlotte?
Redbeard?
No. Good guess. I believe he got in time. Green Valley, Adi?
Ginger bearded.
No, we were looking for Barbarossa. Moving on. Derived from an old French term meaning to undertake. What's the term for anyone who launches, runs, and assumes the risks of a new business? Green Valley, Ben?
Entrepreneur?
Yes. In which Scandinavian country is Bergen the second? Green Valley, Ben?
Norway.
Yes. The contour feathers of birds consists of thousands of barbules that lock together in a complex system of hooks and notches. Now, if that arrangement becomes, Palo Verde, Charlotte?
Velcro?
No. If that arrangement becomes disrupted, birds use their beaks to align and draw the barbs and barbules together again. Name this behavior. Green Valley, Ben?
Ruffle?
No, we were looking for preening. Next question. Complete the term blank express. It's used to designate a storm that comes off the Pacific, hammering our west coast by naming Hawaii's major fruit export. Green Valley, Adi.
Pineapple?
Yes, it's the Pineapple Express. Next question. Shortly after the onset of the California Gold Rush, a huge demand for cross-country shipping followed. In 1852, a new shipping company was formed in New York by Henry Wells and William who? Palo Verde, Pev.
Fargo?
Yes. Next question. To arouse pity and terror in the audience, Greek dramatists often chose as their subjects the legends of kings and queens who, through overbearing pride or arrogance, brought punishment. Palo Verde, Clark.
Hubris.
Yes. Next question. Name the Danish astronomer whose work of systematically observing the planets marked the beginning of modern astronomy. Palo Verde, Clark.
Copernicus.
No. Green Valley, Ben.
Tycho?
Pardon me?
Tycho?
I don't think we can accept that. We're looking for Tycho Brahe. So we move on. What character in Dr. Faustus says, I am a servant to great Lucifer? Green Valley, Adi?
Beelzebub.
No? Time, we're looking for Mephistopheles. Next question. Camp David in Maryland is named after Dwight Eisenhower's grandson, but what was its name before it was named Camp David? Green Valley, Adi?
Camp Placid.
No? Time, little presidential history, is called Shangri-La. Next question. Identify the short-haired domestic cat that originated in Egypt or Ethiopia is known by the latter's former name. Palo Verde, Clark.
Persian short hair.
No? Green Valley, Nicholas?
Calico.
No, it's an Abyssinian. Next question. What terms used in genetics to designate a trait that must be contributed by both parents in order to appear, Palo Verde, Charlotte?
Recessive?
Yes. Anybody, nobody, and everyone are examples of what type of, Palo Verde, Clark?
Indirect pronouns.
Incorrect. What type of pronouns? Green Valley, Ben?
Collective?
No, they're indefinite pronouns. Next question. Identify the branch of physics dealing with subatomic particles. Palo Verde, Charlotte?
Quantum physics?
Incorrect, especially through an investigation of high-energy collisions. Green Valley, Matthew?
Nuclear physics?
No, it's particle physics. Next question. Which American philosopher and psychologist coined the term stream of consciousness to describe the flow of thoughts in the waking mind in the chapter The Stream of Thought in his Principles of Psychology? Green Valley, Adi?
Watson?
No? Palo Verde, Rin?
Skinner?
No, it was William James. Next question. Identify the world's second highest mountain, the only one known. Green Valley, Ben?
K2?
Yes, sir. To whom did the lawyer Joseph Welch address this comment in 1954? Until this moment, Senator, I think I have never really gauged your cruelty or your recklessness. Palo Verde, Pev.
Senator McCarthy.
Yes. What name is used to designate ligands that can bond simultaneously through more than one donor atom in coordination compounds? Green Valley, Ben.
Covalent.
No. Time, we're looking for polydentates. We would have taken chalates. Next question. Which word derived from the Greek for flower gathering designates a collection of poems, stories, and excerpts from the writings of one or more authors? Palo Verde, Clark?
Anthology.
Yes. So that is the end of our first round, but before we move on, we want to get to know our players a little bit better. We're going to start with Green Valley, and we say hello to 12th grader Adi. Hi, Adi.
Hi, Nate.
You having fun so far?
All right, a decent amount.
Okay. I understand that you speak 3 languages.
I do.
What are they?
Obviously English. I also speak Hindi, which is the national language of India, and Tamil, which is a more regional dialect in South India.
And did you learn those over there?
Yeah, I was born in India, and I learned those before coming here.
Wow. Okay. Well, good luck with all of that, and good luck on Varsity Quiz. Thanks, Adi.
Thank you.
Here is 12th grader Nicholas. Hey, Nicholas.
Hey, how you doing?
I understand you have an extensive knowledge of rap and hip-hop.
I do. I discovered the genre when I entered high school, and I've really loved it ever since. I listen to it probably 2-3 hours a day.
Is there one artist that stands out amongst all of them for you?
Absolutely. My personal favorite rapper is a New York rapper named Nas. He was popular in the 90s most especially. I think his music still holds up today, though.
I'm going to get to know my Nas.
Love to hear
Nicholas,
it.
good luck with the rap and hip-hop. Good luck on Varsity Quiz. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
12th grader Ben. Hey, Ben.
How you doing?
I'm still mostly sunny. I understand you like to do both skiing and snowboarding?
Yes.
You have to pick one over the other?
It depends on who I'm with. If they also know how to snowboard, then I'll snowboard. But if it's more of a beginner group, then I'll ski.
And you have a favorite place to do either one of those?
Yeah, Lee Canyon up here. It's
Yeah, it's not
close and
bad,
easy.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they're having a great year this year.
Yeah, they are.
All right, Ben, good luck on the slopes and good luck here on Varsity Quiz.
Thank you.
Here's a 12th grader, Matthew. Hey, Matthew.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to see you. You play video games?
Yeah.
Just one or two?
No, like a lot.
Do you have a favorite?
That'll be a long discussion. So.
I mean, it's just not Minecraft or something like that?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll talk later. Good luck with your video games. Good luck here on Varsity Quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, our team from Green Valley. Let's now meet our students from Palo Verde. We'll start with 10th grader Clark. Hi, Clark.
Hello.
Are you learning to speak a foreign language?
I am
What language is that?
Japanese.
How's that going?
It's going pretty good.
Like, is there any way to say Varsity Quiz in Japanese?
Just say Varsity quiz.
Wow.
I mean, like,
Fancy. Well, Clark, good luck with the Japanese and good luck on Varsity Quiz. Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Here's 12th grader Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi,
You have moved a lot in your life.
I have.
How many times?
I've moved 8 times.
And that's a lot for a 12th grader. Your family in the military?
They
or-
are. My father is in the Air Force.
Awesome. Well, good luck with all of that and good luck on Varsity Quiz. Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Here's 10th grader Pev. Hi, Pev.
Hi, Nate.
You are from a country that people might not be able to guess. What is that?
New Zealand.
How long have you been in the United States?
3 years, 4 years maybe now.
You getting used to it?
I guess, yeah.
Don't really have a choice now, do you? Well, Pev, good luck with that and good luck on Varsity Quiz. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Here's 12th grader Rin. Hi, Rin.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
One of your hobbies is sewing?
Yeah.
What kind of sewing do you do?
I like to do this thing called cosplay where basically think of it as Halloween every day, and a whole bunch of people from a whole bunch of like communities of like TV shows will get together and dress up as their favorite characters.
So you make your own costumes? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, not very well, but I'm trying.
But you're having fun. Well, good luck with that and good luck
Thank
in
you.
Varsity Quiz. That's our team from Palo Verde. Our bonus round coming right up. Going into round 2, score, Green Valley with 30 points, Palo Verde with 40. Before we start our bonus round, we have one new player for each team. For Green Valley, we say hello to Saruthi. Hi, Saruthi. Good to see you again. Palo Verde has one new player, and that's Richard. Hi, Richard.
Hi.
All right, so in this bonus round, each of 10 possible questions is worth 5 points. Team with the correct answer, well, they get 2 bonus questions, and each of them is worth 5 points. So team conferring will be allowed on that bonus question 10 seconds before we require the team captain's response. So this round is timed at 6 minutes. Time starts when I start this question. The modern alphabet and calendar, the widespread use of Romance languages, and the spreading of Christianity as a major world religion, these are all associated with what empire? Green Valley, Ben.
Roman.
Yes, bonus questions now for Green Valley only. Answer the following associated with peninsulas linked to great empires. First, what sizable peninsula is nearly surrounded by the Black Sea and the smaller Sea of Azov on its northeast? And second, what great peninsula is bounded by the Black Sea to its north, the Mediterranean to its south, and the Aegean to its west? Captain?
First answer Crimean, second Aegean.
First is correct. The second one is the Anatolian Peninsula. So some bonus points. And now this question is for both teams. What kind of lawsuit is illustrated by these examples? Investors in AOL Time Warner sued the company for fraud, and thousands along the Alaskan coastline suing ExxonMobil for the Exxon Green Valley. Matthew?
Corporate.
Incorrect. Palo Verde. Richard?
Class action lawsuit.
Yes. Bonus questions now for Palo Verde only. Answer the following regarding class action lawsuits. First, name the energy company whose shareholders filed a $40 billion lawsuit after it came to light in 2001. The company executives had hidden billions of dollars in debt from failed deals and projects. Second, proceeds from the tobacco class action lawsuit were used to start what college scholarship program in the state of Nevada?
For the first answer, Enron. For the second, Millennium Scholarship.
Both are correct. You got bonus points. Now this question for both teams. Located on Ross Island, name the world's most southerly active volcano. It shares its name with the Palo Verde. Clark?
Mount Erebus.
Yes. Bonus questions now for Palo Verde only. Answer the following concerning volcanoes. First, Collectively, what volcanic undersea mountains comprise a habitat encompassing more of the Earth's surface than South America? Second, Bogoslav, Cleveland, and Kiska are active volcanoes located on what Pacific island chain?
For the
Yeah.
first, Atlantic Rim. For the second, Hawaii.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for seamounts and Aleutian Islands. So no bonus points. Now this question is for both teams. It's a calculation question. What is the slope of the line containing points 1, 1, and 0, 8? Repeating, slope of the line, Green Valley, Saruthi.
7, -7.
Yeah, we can't accept that. So Palo Verde, Pev.
-7.
Yes. Bonus questions now for Palo Verde only. Answer the following calculation questions. First, if the sine of x degrees equals y, what is the value of the cosine of 90 minus x degrees? Second, if the quantity x minus b divides the quantity x to the 8th power minus c, then c equals b raised to what power? Repeating, if the sine of x degrees equals y, what's the value of the cosine of 90 minus x degrees? Second, if the quantity x minus b divides the quantity x to the 8th power minus c, then c equals b raised to what power?
For the first, Y. For the second, 8.
Both are correct. You got bonus points. Now this question for both teams. Identify the ancient civilization in southern Mesopotamia credited with inventing cuneiform, the earliest known writing. Palo Verde, Pev?
Babylonia.
Incorrect. Green Valley, Matthew?
Sumerian.
Yes. Bonus questions now for Green Valley only. Identify each of the following concerning world history. First, name the modern French port city that grew out of the settlement the Greeks established as Massilia. Second, name the tree whose leaves the ancient Greeks used to make a crown to honor poets and heroes.
Wait, Marseille. Oh, my Marseille and olive trees. First answer, Marseille. Second answer, olive trees.
Marseille is correct. The second is Laurel. So you get some bonus points. And now this question for both teams. The campaign slogan, Tip a Canoe and Tyler too. Green Valley, Ben?
William Henry Harrison.
Yes, bonus questions now for Green Valley only. Identify the following concerning statements made during presidential debates or campaigns. First, name the presidential candidate who said in 1980, "Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?" Second, identify the member of Bill Clinton's war room known for coining the 1992 slogan, "It's the economy, stupid." Captain.
First answer, Ronald Reagan. Second answer, Smith.
Ronald Reagan is correct. The second was James Carville. So some bonus points. This question for both teams. Now name the Austrian violinist who joined the ensemble of Joseph Lanner and became, along with Lanner, the creator of the Viennese waltz. Green Valley, Nicholas?
Mozart.
Incorrect. Time, we're looking for Johann Strauss. Next question for both teams. Which insurance company that originated in an English coffee house in 1688 is famous for insuring almost any risk and for providing its members with worldwide merchant shipping reports? Green Valley, Ben?
Standard.
No? Time, you all know Lloyd's of London. Next question for both teams. We are out of time. Very good. That is the end of the bonus round. Quickly, we want to take a moment to say thank you to the Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas. They help provide judges for the in-school competitions that led up to today's match. Also, please, a shout out to the staff and leadership of the Clark County School District Student Activities Department. They coordinate every step of this program from early in the school year all the way to the championships. Speed round coming up. All right, the score going into round 3. Green Valley has 60 points to Palo Verde's 75. Great match so far. Green Valley has one returning player. We welcome back Adi. Good to have you, sir, and good luck. Palo Verde, they're keeping the same 4 players as the last round. In this speed round, there are 30 questions. Correct answers worth 5 points. Also a timed round at 6 minutes. So we get to as many questions as we can. If we read all 30 before the 6 minutes is up, the match will be over after the response to that 30th question. Let's go. What is formed by hematopoietic tissues? Green Valley, Nicholas,
Blood.
can we accept that? We cannot accept that. We go to Palo Verde, Charlotte.
Blood clots.
No, we're looking for blood cells. We would have taken erythrocytes or leukocytes. So no answer, we move on. It is the current practice of astronomers to name any moons of what planet after water gods? Green Valley, Ben?
Neptune.
Yes. Which of the 4 Asian tigers is a special administrative region of China? Palo Verde, Clark?
Hong Kong.
Yes. Name the author of Babbitt, the first American to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Sinclair Lewis. What name's given to a duty or tax levied on goods being imported? Palo Verde, Clark?
Tariff.
Yes. Name the world-famous London Museum incorporated by an act of Parliament in 1753, opened in the West End January 15, 1759. Green Valley, Ben?
Guggenheim.
No? Time, we're looking for the British Museum. Next question. Name the innermost layer of the sun's atmosphere, about 540 kilometers deep. Green Valley, Nicholas?
Coronosphere.
No? Did he get in time? Palo Verde, Clark?
The corona.
No, it is the photosphere. Next question. Give the full meaning of the initials GOP as used in the American Palo Verde, Clark?
Grand old party.
That is correct. Next question. Name the element named after the Greek goddess of the moon because the properties, Palo Verde, Clark?
Selenium.
Yes. Give the term derived from the Greek for an austere way of life in which a person can reach a higher spiritual state by self-discipline. And Green Valley, Ben?
Nirvana.
No. And self-denial. Palo Verde, Richard?
Ascetism.
Yes. What's the maximum possible number of obtuse interior angles of a rhombus? Green Valley, Adi?
2.
Yeah. Next question. Name the philosopher credited with the first atomic theory for his belief that all matter. Green Valley, Nicholas?
Democritus.
Yes. Name the 2 main ingredients for the alloy bronze. Green Valley, Ben?
Copper and tin.
Yes. Give the term for the willful telling of a lie while under oath. Green Valley, Adi?
Perjury.
Yes. Which congressman, later our 20th U.S. president, invented an original proof for the Pythagorean theorem in 1876? Palo Verde, Charlotte?
Garfield.
Yes. What term can mean either a meadow or an alcoholic beverage made from fermenting honey? Green Valley, Ben?
Mead.
Yes. Which phrase, including the word fan, designates the land counterpart of a delta? Palo Verde, Clark?
Mudslide.
No. Green Valley, Ben?
Fan.
No, we're looking for alluvial fan. Next question. In which Shakespearean play does the Prince of Morocco read the following? Palo Verde, Pev?
The Merchant of Venice.
Yes. Name the wild dog of Asia, Africa, and southeastern Europe called the howler by Arabs. Green Valley, Adi?
Hyena.
No. Looking for the jackal. Next question. Give the term for the mounted herdsman of Argentina. Green Valley, Ben?
Ponchos.
No. You were in too late. They are gauchos. Next question. Which 3-word phrase designates a point in any object from which the torque produced by the weight of the object can be calculated? Green Valley, Nicholas?
Center of gravity.
Yes, sir. Identify the San Francisco-based prototype hard-boiled detective introduced by Dashiell Hammett in the Maltese Falcon. His initials are SS. Green Valley, Ben?
Steve Strauss.
No. Time, we're looking for Sam Spade. You should read him. Next question. Name the only Canadian province bordered by British Columbia. Green Valley, Ben?
Saskatoon.
No. Palo Verde, Pev?
Alberta.
Yes, sir. Identify the code word used in aviation to mean message received and understood. Palo Verde, Clark?
Okay.
No. Green Valley, Nicholas?
Roger.
Yes, sir. Roger, Roger. What term is defined as the ratio of shear stress to the rate of change of shear strain in a liquid or gas? Palo Verde, Richard?
Pressure.
No. I believe he got in time. That's Green Valley, Ben?
Radius.
No, it's viscosity. Next question. Identify the indecisive Shakespearean tragic character whose name is a synonym. Green Valley, Nicholas?
Hamlet.
Yes. What Caribbean island that was central to the Platt Amendment Green Valley, Ben? Yes. Name the mythological youth who was changed by Hermes into a saffron plant because he was in love with Smilex. Green Valley, Adi?
Sophronius.
No. Time, we're looking for crocus. In what quadrant is 50 radians located? Palo Verde, Pav?
The first quadrant.
I believe she got in time. Green Valley, Shruti?
Third quadrant.
No, it's the fourth. Name the biblical character whose wife was changed into a pillar of salt. Green Valley, Nicholas?
Lot.
Yes, we have finished our questions. Let's find out who won. After the third round, believe it or not, the score was tied at 115. So we went to a tiebreaker that wasn't recorded, but we have a final score. Green Valley ended up with 130 points to Palo Verde's 120. What a match. Thanks to both teams. Wow. But congratulations to Green Valley. They will move on to the Silver League semifinals, and they will face the defending Silver League champions from Clark High School. By the way, you can follow Varsity Quiz on social media. On Twitter, look for Varsity Quiz. On Facebook, search for Kiwanis Varsity Quiz. So next week, we do start the Silver League semifinals. Coronado will be taking on the Meadows for the right to move on to the championship match as the 50th anniversary season of Varsity Quiz continues. That's next Monday at 7:30 right here on Vegas PBS. Good night.